Hello, and welcome to our second in the Maker City Presents series. We're taking a look at how to network during the pandemic, and we're always grateful for the support of the Lunch Pool platform. Their tech team can be found at the tech table or the help desk table, and you're welcome to pop over at any point in time should you have any difficulties. Mary is a genius at solving all problems. She's down in the corner. The Maker City is a collection of makers in Knoxville and the surrounding areas. We seek to create connections between makers, do good in our community, and help makers make a living doing what they love. Many know us by the Free Maker Directory, where all makers are welcome to a listing to promote what they make. And we have several events throughout the year, including meet-ins, which are virtual educational opportunities, as well as the Maker City Summit, which takes place every September. I encourage each one of you to block off the third week of September for some epic plans that are in the works. For tonight, I will welcome each artist up to the stage and they will share their craft. Afterward, we will all have the opportunity to meet the others at our tables and discuss what we've heard. And I've been looking forward to this evening for so long. And so without further ado, our first artist is Rhea Carmen. She's affectionately known as Rhea Sunshine because there's honestly no truer name given to anyone ever. She's an award-winning wordsmith and a force that weaves passion, purpose, and power into poetry. She's an author, teacher, and the creator and executive director of the Fifth Woman Cohort. She was recently named the Poet Laureate of Knoxville, and this amazing woman strives to touch hearts and inspire people to scribe their own stories. She spent the last month giving Knoxville the opportunity to speak their stories, learn from others, and grow together through a partnership with Knox Area Transit. I hope that many of you had the opportunity to hear these stories around the town. Tonight, we will hear from Rhea, her inspiration and her words. Rhea will give us a piece of her performance. And as she continues, she said that you can put any questions that you may have in the chat box on the right-hand side of your screen. And she may just weave them into her poems. Please feel free to ask her any questions at the end, and please welcome Miss Rhea Sunshine.
Hello, everyone. So thank you so much for being here. I am so excited. This is a really cool platform, and I actually feel like I'm on stage, even though I'm just sitting in my office at home. So, let's get into it and let's have some fun. My name is Rhea Sunshine. And so the first piece that I'm going to do for you is a welcoming piece. You have no idea who you are looking at. Most days, looking through, wish you could see the world the way that I do. But you're too busy looking for all the things wrong to see the things right, while I am open eyes that see sunshine peeking through rain clouds. I am open heart that loves even when love isn't returned with the same consideration. I am open ears listening to your heart and your feelings. I am open one God provided, an open womb for the sons of sunshine that bring brightened smiles and renewed belief in miracles. I am open spirit for the words of the Most High to flow through this open mouth, speaking life to all who will receive, and for those that won't, I sing an open lament for the death of your closed mind. Look closely, and you will see that life has not always been good to me. So I have learned to be open for change and business at all times. Each day is a blessing, whether it is opened by a kiss or a cry. I refuse to find time to close myself off to the beauty that surrounds me. I am open to criticism and open to praise. I am open to grace. Amazing grace shall always be my song of praise. I am open to salvation needed daily to make it, and open to the poetry that God gave to provide my freedom from the shackles of unrealized dreams. Open your ears so you can hear me. My heart is screaming for you to know that I am open arms, ready to provide a real hug that melts away your troubles and soothes your bad day. I am an open book. Read me, and you will see me as open to possibilities and positivity, and most of all, the reality of the world that I live in, a world that is not ready for me or my open mind, causing me to be open to pain and selfishness, making me open to the ugly truth. Open containers get used until they are empty. So I allow this poetry to refill me constantly so I can keep myself open to the kind of love that loves me openly, holding nothing back. I open the door to be seen completely as me. Come in. So that is my piece, inviting you to come in and get to know me. The beauty in what artists do uh, changes lives and can change whole situations. And I believe that it can change the city of Knoxville. And so my heart is that artists will come together, work with me, and let's create some new never, ever, ever heard before and seen before by combining our art together. And that's what I love to see happen is a collaboration between artists. So if you have any questions while I am sharing poems, please, 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 um, please, please, please type those and I will answer questions while I'm talking and sharing with you all about all of the goodness that is in the power of poetry. So, um, have another piece that I would like to share with you. Um, and it is my dream. I want to live forever. I want to dwell in moments of sincere bliss until the day I close my eyes and go to meet my maker. And then I want to live forever. In the memory of those moments, shared as family stories because I changed somebody's life, made it a little better than it was before I came along. And I want to be a legend to the women in my family, both young and old, and even those unborn. I want to be an example for all believers of faith through storms, tests, and trials. I want to create in every thought through the words on these pages, take my mother and father into forever with me, share infinity with the woman so close that sometimes she is me, the epitome of what a friend should be. She cradles me in her mind, delicately loving the woman I was and am to be. I want to carry young poets on my shoulders into a destiny I cannot live to see, but I will live forever in the words that described me, pure and real. A lover of logos and rhematos, a worshiper. Let my praise for the Most High live on forever with me. For as long as I can utter a thank you, Jesus, I will live on in His praises. I want to live forever in poetry, for poetry is me and can never be stopped, terminated, or erased. It is the best of the soul working frantically to express life, and as long as life needs expression, poetry, and I will breathe and live forever. So I had forgotten that I wrote that poem. And how awesome is it to go back and find love for art that you created a long time ago and let it take on a whole new meaning. And so that's kind of what that piece has done for me. It was in my first book of poetry. Um, and I loved it then, but I forgot all about it. And one day, my wonderful husband said, Bae, I think that's the favorite poem that you've ever written. And I went back and read it, and it has a whole new meaning, a whole new meaning now to live on forever because I write poems each day that I'm allowed to be a mother. And so that's what I love. Let's see. Um, I think that I get inspired to write by the things that are going on around me. And it normally is just like words swirling around in my head or emotions that I am not able to necessarily work out if I don't write it out. So when I am confused or upset or uh, or angry, passionate about something, I go to poetry and I let the poetry tell that story for me. So a lot of times my poems start with stories. And so the next piece that I'm going to read for you started just that way. It started as a story about my wonderful little boys. And I write about them quite a bit because they're pretty awesome. And I'm trying to find the poem. Oh, where did it go? It's brand new, so you can tell. Like when you write new poems, you gotta go back and figure out where they are. Because I've only read this poem one other time, and it was I was seeing some things happen in the news, and I also saw some things happening with my boys, and so I kind of combined them, and that's what tends to happen when you know you're a poet. You see the world in different ways. All right, all right. I had to break up a fight between my sons the other day. Stop the yelling and crying and figure out what was wrong. It had not been long ago that my youngest son was dancing, prancing around the living room, excited that he was winning every race in Crash Team Racing. My oldest was fairly calm, accepting defeat with little resistance, but then my oldest figured out the game. He changed his strategy to get out early and not allow his brother the opportunity to catch up. He realized that even if he was behind at times, the race was not over until the final lap and he had crossed the finish line. So he stopped giving up early and pushed through. This enraged my youngest. He started accusing his brother of cheating, said that it wasn't fair that he was now winning based on a new understanding, newfound knowledge. So he threw a fit, started stomping and yelling, wanted to turn off the game because he was enraged. So I came in to explain that learning the rules and using them to your advantage is not cheating. It is simply education, and we welcome education in my house. So now I'm wondering why that isn't the same sentiment in this country. I listen to people stomp and complain, take the time to train their children that getting an understanding and gaining knowledge is cheating, that somehow outside of our homes, learning the rules and using them becomes stealing because it's not the outcome we desire. Since when did the lessons taught in the home become different than what we require of ourselves? I've never been a parent that said, do what I say and not what I do, but somehow that is the school of thought for many. Somewhere in America, it became okay to be a bad sport, to bitch and moan when things don't turn out our way. Maybe it happened when we started giving participation awards or stopped allowing teams to stomp a mud hole in others. But by creating mercy rules, I want to take the moment to teach you the strength in realizing your own power. Win or lose, the game is fair if you follow the rules. How will we respond? What lessons will we teach? How will we resolve the indifference as we create a world of change, open doors for equality and equity, vote to make the United States exactly what it has cried to be, the land of the free? What can be done to bring us back to brotherhood? I told my sons that this game is only the beginning. How they support one another and love each other is the real question. It doesn't really matter who wins or loses if we stay together and make each moment worth the time we have spent to be here. If only we can realize that it's not about you and it's not about me. It's about how we work it out to be better, and we all can be better. So, needless to say, I kind of heard some stuff watching the news about being accused of cheating and stealing things. And say hello. That's my child. See,
Hi.
there you go. And and I also broke up a fight at my house, and so I threw those two things together, and that's the poem. There it goes. That's how they come about. So that's how I write. I take my life, and then I try to expand it to a broader picture so that everybody take something everybody can feel and go along with, and then make it bigger to help people see what's going on in our world. So, yeah. Thank you so much, Crystal. So, wow, I don't think I have much time left. So, I wanted to do one more poem for you, but I can't do it by myself. This is another poem about my beautiful children. Um, but it is also about me because I love to laugh. Honestly, I believe that every person should have an absolutely gut wrenching laugh every day. And I do because I think that you'll live longer if you laugh. And so it becomes medicine. And so now, this last piece, I'm going to invite my sister and the ukulele lady of Tennessee to the stage with me to perform medicine. Are you there, Kelly?
It brought me in.
There she is.
Hey,
There's my ukulele lady.
got on my ukulele pants.
Oh, yes. Those are the best pants. All right. So I wrote this poem and I shared it on my Spoken Word Sundays. And Kelly saw it and said, "Hey, I want to write and laugh along with you." And so we did this as a duet and released it as a video. You can watch it on YouTube if you really like it. Every time you start to get down, because I swear that Kelly Jolly's laugh is life. I tell you that.
But but it could be even better. Like you said, we could all be better. It would be so much better when we add your son's laughs into it.
Oh, I agree, because they got some good laughs. All right, y'all. So get yourself ready, because I want you to chuckle with everybody at your table as we do this last piece.
I'm ready.
A merry heart is good like a medicine. So as much as I love to laugh, I should be able to fight off the autoimmune disease, headaches, muscle cramps, and joint pain, heartache, and feeling inadequate. I can do none of these things, but I have learned to enjoy my laugh. I have learned that it makes my tolerance for the pain more bearable. So when given the opportunity, I laugh out loud, allow my voice to fill the room, maybe create an infectious ripple and make others join the chorus because I feel it so deep in my soul. It is my way to release the stress and heal my mind. This laugh takes control and becomes everything to my world in the moment. I'm not exactly sure when I realize that my laugh, or when I question how it makes others feel, that I'm so free to laugh so loud and never hold back, bubbling sounds from my soul that teach the freedom of self-acceptance, the acknowledgement of my difference, the reality of its beauty. Sometimes I just laugh to keep from crying. Other times I laugh until I cry because the tears needed to be released. And what better way for them to burst forth from a smile that became active like a volcano and erupted from my gut to give way for cleansing grace, no matter what. My laugh will never be as astonishing as the sound of laughter catapulting from the lungs of my son. When they laugh, the entire world is made perfect. New creation. Each time they find the freedom overflow. I have taught them something by laughing out loud. A speechless lesson. I hope they never forget. As life becomes full of reasons to snatch your smile and your confidence, I hope they remember their mother laughing. I hope they find comfort and learn their head back, hands on their stomach, hearing a bellow from their soul and healing themselves. With the medicine that I teach them to make. Each time I laugh. so much. And I definitely hope that you are laughing at your tables. Enjoy the rest of the night.
I just had to keep my kids. They wanted to know what yeah, jolly, everyone. Very, very much.
Now I'm hot.
On that note, Rhea, thank you very much. And Kelly, thank you for the surprise contribution to the epic poetry that is Rhea Sunshine. We are about to come off stage, and we have provided about 20 minutes or so for you guys to network. That's also important for makers to do, and as people to meet each other and learn each other's story. And so I would encourage everyone to say your name, what you make, and why you're here. Talk a little bit about what poetry means to you, and maybe even your favorite kind of poetry, how you like to express yourself through words. So with that, we will all take a deep breath and make some new friends.